11 life paths. Let's talk about a very serious topic today, okay? Let's talk about why you outgrow people. Why is that you are someone, and by the way, the vast majority of 11 life paths outgrow people in places. The vast majority of 11 life paths from the ages of 28 to around 33 leave where they were born, whether that's a province move, whether that's a state move, whether that's a move in the country. They leave, okay? They tend to leave. A lot of 11 life paths leave, and I'm going to talk about why that actually ends up happening. An 11 life path to embody the frequency that they want to vibrate with end up moving because the society that they were brought up in is not necessarily conducive with the dreams that they are trying to manifest into this third dimension reality. So what ends up happening is that you end up taking the endeavor to go for your hero's journey. You see 11 life paths. You're evolving. You evolving is proliferating at such rapid speed. You evolve so fast, especially after the ages of like 28. For a lot of 11s, but now I've noticed the younger 11s that are born after 2000, they're starting to wake up even earlier, which I can't explain how happy I am for you guys. The people that are waking up in their earlier ages, like, I'm so happy for you guys, okay? For you to really, and this is what ends up happening. So 11 life path, I want you to know, even with relationships, even with partnerships, even with friendships, like, I'm being very honest, if you are in any relationship in which the individual that you exchange with on a quantum realm is not open to different ideas, or is stuck with a specific dogma, or is very stern with the way that they think, that will start to erode you subconsciously. That's one of the biggest reasons why you outgrow people. Because you are a critical thinker. You don't just do what the masses tell you to do. You don't just want to exist for pleasing other people or satisfying what the herd is doing. That's not what you want to do. You look at things from a very different perspective. You know that everything is written in the stars, and the stars are moving. The stars are not stagnated. They're moving. The constellation is moving. The universe is moving. It's the frequency. Everything is moving. So when you start to stay stagnated, or when you start to come across people that have stagnating energy, what that ends up doing to you is that it starts to block the current in you. And if your current is blocked, you block your dreams and ambitions. This is why it's always said that watch the people that you hang around with, because they're going to affect you massively. A lot of who we are in postmodern society is different people's programmings, different people's projections onto you. And you know this very well. As an 11 life path, you know this. And this is why to all 11s I say, please take care of your inner chi energy. Your energy is so foundational and so important for you to build your dreams. It's foundational. When your 3 root chakras are right, they're off of balance. If there is balance, if there's a foundation, if you are trying to build a huge building, there has to be a foundation. Otherwise, the building won't build. Your family, your friends, your peers, and the environment that you are brought up in is that foundation. It is that foundation. That's why it's necessary to be with the right folks. I'm very picky with the people I hang around with, not because this, that. No. You should too. Like, I'm just being very honest. You know, that's my suggestion. I can't tell you what to do. That's your life. That's your life. But I know with my 11 life paths, a lot of 11s message me and they're like, what should I do with this? Because 11 life paths, we're kind-hearted, nice, open people, ready to evolve. We don't like being stagnated. Now, the vast majority of people are comfortable with being comfortable. They're fine with being at their job, being who they are, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, everyone's going in there. Everyone has their own journey. Everyone has their own battles. Okay, but as an 11 life path, you are just not normal. You're not. You're different. You're different. Like, even when you go out, people, like, I know I've said this before, but this is something to ingrain. This is something to ingrain. This is why you outgrow people so fast. This is the reason why you outgrow people. You're on it. Like, once you start talking to people, it's like you're vibrating at such a consciousness, and I'm very ambitious about what I'm talking about. I can't just speak to you guys like in a normal tone, like, yeah, like, you're an 11 life, you should be. No, that doesn't work for me. For me, it's like, I've got to tell you how I really feel. That's how I am. I can't lie to you guys up in here and just be like, oh, like, you guys know how our lives are. You guys Bro, it's so cold in Canada. Like, by the way, guys, tell me where you're from. Where are you guys tuning in from? Where are you in? Where are you? Where are you right now? Where are my 11s that are watching this and they're propagating from the third eye into society? Like, where are you guys from? Where are you right now? The vast majority of society right now is in a state of a spiritual, moral, financial collapse. That's just me being honest. Everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. The great United States of America. Canada. The United Kingdom. Denmark. Italy. The UK. I said the great United Kingdom. And for the third world, if you're watching anywhere from like India or Pakistan or, I don't know, if you're there, the vast majority of society right now is collapsing. It's collapsing. And the reason why the vast majority of society is actually collapsing is because we are trying to look for things outside of ourselves. Even right now, most y'all shouldn't be watching my video right now. You should just be meditating. You should be sitting alone. I swear to, I see most people right now, what they do is that they're on their phones all day. They're on the laptop all day. Sometimes you need to put your phone away. Even if it's for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, you need to put your phone away. You need to get away from the TV and you need to be in nature. These are some of the biggest downloads I got on my mushroom trip. When I did my mushroom trip after years, the biggest downloads I got 2 downloads. one is relevant to what we're speaking to, one isn't so relevant to what I'm speaking to, even though it is, because it's all interconnected. Number one, they want you to stay in cemented homes, offices, buildings, so you have a boxed perspective of life, because I promise you that's affecting you. You see why I make videos in my car and I don't do it in my room, in my place, at my home, in the living room? Why don't I do it? Because it's boxing me. I feel boxed. Right now I'm in nature. Look at my sunroof. There's trees. I can talk. I feel. I can channel here. If I go anywhere, even if I go to the library, if I go in someone's luxurious home, I feel boxed. I personally do. I feel boxed. That's the number one message I got, was that they have deceived human society. Because, like, if you looked at our ancestors, right, whether you're from you're Native American, you're from places like Asia, you're European, wherever you're from, one thing that was very conducive for and relative for all of our ancestors was that they were living wild. not in like a strange sense, but like living in the wild, living in nature. But then with the whole complex, like the industry revolution that ended up happening, the vast majority of folks, they started moving. And this is why a lot of people are disengaged. This is why a lot of people don't want to be in society right now. This is why a lot of people are outgrowing other people, because, like, even when you go out now, how many people do you know that are off of their phones and they're actively socializing? Not too many. Now it's turned so bad that if you go to a normal home, for the vast majority of people, everyone's just on their phone all day long. All day long. Like, that's what's going on. This is why we're out as a society. Like, as a society, we're outgrowing a lot of things. But because you are an 11 life path, it's just on like, you're intuitive. Like, you're so intuitive, like the way you are, and you're evolving. So these things, like, it's very hard for these things to actually trick you, like, because you feel energy at a very, like, different way. Like, you feel energy very differently, right? So for you to get tricked is very, very hard. It's very much not easy. Now, what ends up happening with a lot of 11 life paths is, and I'm going to be very honest with you, because you are such a researcher and you love to learn new things and how to better yourself every day, and you see the vast majority of society is not doing that, even when you're with a friend and your friend is like, let's just fucking talk about the game, or let's just talk about, like, I don't know, like let's put on the radio, that irks you. That does something in you. You're like, why do I have to even do this? Why? It's not your cup of tea. Yeah, it's fine to crack jokes, laugh, have fun, like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, you guys think I'm a robot here? I laugh too, okay? That wasn't a laugh, by the way, but I do laugh, I do enjoy, I do have fun. But to be very honest with you guys, man, I'm just more of like I know I'm talking right now, but I'm more of like just a quiet person, and I like to listen and observe people. The majority of people right now, even like you outgrowing people, is because people just can't stop talking. Like, majority of people are just talking and talking and talking. It's like, it's like, what are you getting out of that? What are you getting? Like, you just keep talking. Like, you're gonna talk, and once you're done talking, you're just gonna watch TV all day. That's what's happening with a lot of people. People are going to their jobs. They're talking all day in their job. Like, they're like, ha ha ha, Johnny, what do you have for breakfast? Whatever, like. And then they come home and then they just fucking watch the hockey game or like NFL or like the news. The worst thing you could do right now is watch the news. That's the worst thing you could do. Like, watching the news, you might as well just, bro. The news is there to make you operate from fear. That's what they're trying to do to you. That's how they're trying to road you. Anyways, all that being said, 11 life paths. Have yourself a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are. Bye.